Wait. Darn it, I hate when that happens. Okay. Nick, I don't like the way things are going. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act or this. Alright.
Objection!
Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it cannot have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his hands after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything this witness testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should...
Objection!
Your Honor, this witness claims that I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do Please. Can you hear me, sis? We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes are perhaps too high. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. The court sees no reason to furco, nor there any need for more. This case is... What? No! The case find this... The accused was surrendered to the court. That is all. Oh, did I... What? Who was that just now? Huh? What? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park at the murder of the... I wasn't sure. Larry, to the rescue! But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. One moment. So you said you heard a gunshot? Yes, I did, a gunshot that night. I was sitting there in the audience listening to the testimony, then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murder. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick? This is it. Larry's given us one more chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's any other witness, it is our duty to hear him. Right here, right now. Waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all my court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call your new witness to testify. Now, what? The court has adjourned for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Holy frick! Whew! That was a close one. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I seen worse. Yeah, right. Edgeworth, you're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon. Alright. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something? Yeah, lots of things. You seemed out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor. The boat in front of me. Oh! I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right? Yeah. This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he'll ever have to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick! No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Whew! Okay, things are getting ugly. Welcome back, you freakers! Alright. Please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of... Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up! I hate to admit, but your last chance! Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Witness testimony! Larry again! For the second time! Please don't say you did it! I don't think he did it, but okay. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, yeah, I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back to the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was unusually vague, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Wait, it says present.
Objection!
Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Where were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So, you got to treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts? What? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I listening to something else. Something else? My radio. With my headphones. What? Order! And stop this booing. Mr. Butts, were you listening? You were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? Is that crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor this Sabi. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the... Your Honor, please, allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Well, very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any way out of this. Believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to all the requests show on the radio. See, I was listening to it, a real booming loud but I'm sure that I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe it is. Objection! What, Your Honor? The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? The announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Very well. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Hold it! What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless... What possible good can knowing what... Indeed, it has a point. I allow the question only if... We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas. Hold it! Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real... maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that... But there is one glaring ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Uh-oh. So you turn on the radio? What? You don't know what else. Oh, I should have said anything. Do you have any chance? This has nothing to do with objections sustained. The witness listening to... That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how... And you had... Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear... Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back. That's the most... Ah, what else? This guide isn't giving me any...
Objection!
Oh, I don't know what else to do! This isn't giving me any... Frick! Frick! Frick. Wait a second.
Objection!
Larry, are you absolutely sure that what you're saying is correct? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. There's something to Your Honor. Did you hear what the witness said just? The DJ said it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize that this means he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve? Holy frick! That would seem to be the case, yes. And that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far. Both Mrs. Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. It was a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight? However, the witness said he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. You just looked at him suspicious. Just like... What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about... Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence! Okay. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lottehart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on it reads December 24th, 11:50. Oh, Then there's nothing on the lake in this picture, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing's shown in this photograph, is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean, Your Honor? This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set up to go in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was mostly definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that. Then where does that leave us? Mr. Hart testified that she heard... Miss Hart testified that she heard gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. In fact, it is a fact that the camera was also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There's no proof that the loud noise at 11 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed triggering the camera? Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Well, Mr. Wright, there is no turning back now. Can you prove that loud noise? Please show the court. Alright, it says pistol. Let's see. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this murder weapon was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times? When then was the last shot fired? Only now I've realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50 and another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. gunshots separated by... Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Yeah. Of course I remember. The murder in this case had the same idea as the murder in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn... I got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe. We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that's fishy. Right. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean? So you finally realized the truth. There's no other murder than... Wrong, Von Karma. The man that shot... It wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. And the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat. Hang on. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit it. It is hard to imagine in any yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before. Robert was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that... Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name. Right. It's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? Where? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the boat? Just out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? There, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have any proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. The night he went out was on the lake in the boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat called Robert to a shop. This was around 11:50 and was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the... Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, right? The moment you run out of explanations in the moment you lose. Tell us why. I believe he shot to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. Then, that ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Mr. Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer fell off. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once she realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat caretaker swarmed back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. Then he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Oh. Bring out the witness from before. The boat's shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard that the defense... Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it is, what it was. Your Honor, sir, we are conducting a trial. I ask that you the witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away! Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Whoa! Okay. Woo! Alrighty. Yeah, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from another guilty, from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? What else? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our case weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Did you say something? don't look so pained. I know it looks like you're probably getting to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but can't make up my mind. What is this about? It's a nightmare I had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime that you committed? A memory of a murder. Oh! Yes, I'm ending now. Whoa! That was a close one. Alrighty then. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Everybody. Whew! Almost there! Almost done. Whew! Almost done with case 3 or episode case 4. Whoa! And then we can do episode 5. Actually, I might start episode 5 and then do that. I'm going to do that for Capcom Week. Whoop whoop. So anyway, the TV works now, so but anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching, and if you like this, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. And tell me in the comments section down below, what is your favorite Ace Attorney game? Favorite Ace Attorney character? Favorite episode to play through? And favorite Nintendo DS game? Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section down below. Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section down below. And tomorrow for Capcom Day, it is gonna be a dino-tastic. It'll be a dino-filled day as I play Dino Crisis and Exo Primal tomorrow. And next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're almost done. We're almost done. Whoop whoop. Looks like I'm gonna be going towards the end of episode 4 next week. It is time to end this. See what the frick is going on with Phoenix. We're gonna figure out what the frick's going on with this case. And finally, end the age-old question, what the frick on Ace Attorney. Find out next time on Ace Attorney. But until then, everybody, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Now, excuse me, I got stuff to do, so... Woo! Almost done!